Well, I think we are live right now. Thank you for coming in for today's stream. I'm Explained, and today we are going to talk about one of the important topics again. Feel free to enjoy today's content as a audiobook. You can close your eyes and just listen to today's podcast stream. The reason I made today's topic is because I was hearing some people's sadness from far away. Even in the community post or even in the chat box in group chats, some people saying that they work so hard but they don't have enough money. They want to do some jobs but they get scammed in online or by doing some crypto trading and stuff. Let me check. So they often ask that why am I staying poor? Why there's no progress? I'm working so hard, trying so much. Now, one problem is they don't have good skills. That's one of the problem. You need to use different strategies or ways to improve yourself. But there might be some other hidden reasons behind that. That's why today I want to talk about it. You see, government has made some laws in this country. There's like if you earn more, then you have to pay more taxes, and you'll get lesser lesser return when you earn more. Then when as soon as you start to earn a bit more, then the government start to put their step on you, or it feels like that, like a burden that you have to pay some extra stuff. I kind of heard here that if you earn more than 100K, then you have to pay something called city taxes, which is like extra. So, is there any hand that government is kind of trying to keep you poor or something? Okay, because it kind of feels like that sometimes. And that's completely natural because it is actually true. You see, every country has some resources. Suppose I have a can of Coke. Not everybody can afford it. Suppose it's very costly. Now, what happens if everybody becomes rich? If everybody becomes rich, then they will take the resources from me. And if everyone becomes rich, then the country's resource will get lower and lower. When the resources goes lower and people don't have enough resource to consume, then inflation rises. Now, inflation is a thing that everybody hates. Nobody wants inflation in their country. Not the government, not the society. Okay. That's why for the past few decades, things have rise in price. Like if people becoming rich, then everybody's gonna consume the resource, and then they have to raise the price so nobody consumes the resource. Alright. Suppose back in the days, not everybody can afford milk. So milk was pretty cheap. Nowadays, everybody can afford milk, everybody has enough money. So what happened? That the milk resources went low and they had to increase the price of the milk. Inflation. So that's why government makes some laws which kind of forcefully keeps you poor. That even if you earn more money, then still they are going to take it from you. I used to study and I used to earn money. So 1 year ago, government has sent me a letter 1 week ago, and the government told me in the letter that I have earned a lot of money 1 year ago, and that's why I have to pay them the extra money back. So if you income a little bit extra, the government has put a law that they just want that money. They say that why did I work full time and stuff? I was a student. But if I earn extra money, then I can feed my family, right? So why government is so like jealous of me earning a little bit more? Government is afraid that if you become rich, then you will consume more resources of the country. That's why they just want to keep you poor. That's one of the reason why so many people are not getting jobs. The job market is getting tough. The competitions are getting higher and higher. Everything, education, qualifications are high demanding. Because if everybody gets A plus, if everybody gets job, they don't government doesn't have the money and resources to pay them. This is where the problem is. Now, if I talk about Canada, the Canadian government is not interested to invest money to build more farms, to build more institutions. They have so lack of resources, they have to import a lot of food from outer countries. That's why living here is kind of tough. Expenses are tough in Western countries. Because when you don't have enough resources to feed your own country people, how can you feed the immigrants and other people? So even if it looks beautiful, Canada and Western countries are still poor in that way. And that's why they want to keep you poor. It's kind of connected. So don't feel bad if you don't become settled in life. Just remember that it's one of the game of the government of the higher society. They purposefully increase the competition just to save their resources. Yeah. I know living in this way can be pretty hard and sometimes like almost impossible, feels like a mental breakdown. But always remember, like even if some people like try and then they feel sad that I tried so hard but I'm still poor, why am I not upgrading? So to those people I'll say that this is the answer. My stream is the answer of your confusion. Don't be sad. This is not your fault. Sometimes the laws are pretty tough. Just live your life somehow, okay? Just live this life you have gifted, and find a way as much as possible. And don't care about being rich. Like don't feel sad that I don't have a car or I don't have a big mansion. Okay. As long as your health is good, as long as you are doing well, your family is good. It's all okay. You should keep up. Or you can change countries, you can check different countries where you can earn money and also do a lot of savings. In Western countries, there's barely any savings because, government will take all your savings anyways. So you have to choose some other countries, Gulf countries or any other countries with lesser tax and lesser laws. There are some countries where if you work, no matter how much work you do, you don't need to pay extra to the government. Government doesn't care about how much you earn. But in Western country, if you earn a little bit much, they'll be jealous and they will take your money that you have to pay tax, blah blah. Yeah. They just don't want you to settle in life. They just don't want you to be rich in life. Yeah. It's not your fault, so don't push yourself too hard. Just live the way you can. Explained, I always talk about the topics. The streams might be a bit slow, but I don't I don't like to talk any topic outside of my title. So another case solved for today. Actually, I told you the reason. Solving is up to you. How you're going to solve this thing. And there are more things to come. There's more new confusion of life is yet to come. After coming to this world, everybody has some problems in life. I feel happy to give people life lessons and help them to ease their mental stress and suffering by telling them the reasons. Feel free to comment me in the comment section. This video will be saved. And until then, we will see you in another video. This light is too shiny, right? This one. Yeah. Okay, take care.